Welcome to the sixth chapter of math. It's Math 6.1. This is the first lesson. Our learning target is going to be able to represent numbers using exponents. Okay? Exponents might be somewhat of a new term to you. So let's talk about some vocabulary just to make sure you have all the ways, the right words that I might be using. So we have 4 times 4. We know that 4 times 4, we know that those two numbers are factors. The product is going to be 16. Okay? So 4 times 4 are factors. You could write it as 4 to the second power. And when you do this, this is exactly the same as 4 times 4. That's why it's equal. It's an equality. 4 times 4 is or equals 4 to the second power. Now in here, so you have 4 is your base. Okay? 4 is your base. 2 is your exponent. So what you do when you have 4 to the second is you say, okay, I got a base of 4. Exponent 2, it's 4 times 4. I need 2 4s that I multiply together. Okay? So then if I have the value of it, 4 times 4, the value of this, or the product, is 16. Just like 4 to the second, the value of it, the product, is 16. Okay? Now, the factors all have to be the same. You can't do this with 7, 6, 3, 2, and then put 7 to the something. Okay? Now, if you have something like this, the first thing we're going to talk about is writing products as powers. So all of these are the factors. I want to get a product. I'm not going to necessarily get the value of it, even though I could. And maybe I will. So this one, I have 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. All my factors are 7. My base is going to be 7. And now my exponent is how many times am I multiplying 7 together? 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 to the 4th. Okay? Then, if I want to actually multiply it together, it's going to be big numbers. When you start using exponents, the reason why you do use exponents is because these are really large. And it's better to write 7 to the 4th than look at what number I get. So I go to my calculator. I go 7 times 7 times 7 times 7 equals 201. So that's the product or the value of 7 to the 4th. Okay. Now, I have another thing here. I have 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9. And I want to get that, I want to write that not as what it actually is, not the product. I want to write that as a power. So my base is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 to the 7th. Okay, and I'm actually going to try that on my calculator. I don't know if this will go high enough, because this is going to be a huge number. So let's clear this out. 9 times 9, that's those two, times 9. Gotta make sure I've done them all. Times 9, times 9, times 9, times 9 equals. Okay, so 9 to the 7th power, or 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9 times 9, is going to be 4,782,969. Huge number. So instead of saying this all equals this, you write, well, it's all 9s, so 9 to the 7th power. It's a nice shorter way of saying this big number. But it's equal. These are the factors. Here's your base with the exponent, and here's the product or the value of it. Okay? Now, let's, instead of writing products, this thing as powers, we can do powers as products. Okay? So 10 to the 5th, it means 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. And I got to make sure I have 5 tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And then I could find the answer to it. This one's nice. When you have it to the 5th, it's 1, and then how many zeros? So the value of that is 10,000, 10 to the 5th. Okay. I could do this one, 2.1. I could do decimals and fractions that have exponents. Okay. 2.1 to the 2nd power, all it is 2.1 times 2.1 times 2.1. Okay. And if you do that, 2.1 times 2.1 equals 4.41. So 2.1 to the 2nd power is 4.41. All right. Now, I want to write 1/4 to the 2nd power as, I want to figure out what the factors are. The base is 1/4, so it's 1/4 times 1/4. So 1/4 to the 2nd is just 1/4 times 1/4. Now, if this was to the 3rd, it'd be another 1/4. If it's to the 4th, then there's 4 of them. If it's to the 5th, then there's 5 of them. Okay, makes sense? But because it's just to the 2nd, 1/4 to the 2nd, 1/4 times 1/4 equals 1/16. So the value of 1/4 to the 2nd power, or to the exponent of 2, you get 1/16. All right, so you can either take numbers like this and express it as a power, like 9 to the 7th, or you can take something like this that is already in a power and express it as products, and by taking them out, however many your exponent tells you. Okay? Go ahead and watch the guided practice, and then do some independent practice and try the extra practice.